ready? DDK.
Here we go, yeah. dem0n and GEKKO, they're
2,
jumping into this one on silence. So great to see a silence in the mix on dem0n to begin with. It's quarterfinals. It's best of 3 between the 2 players here. So some decent.
I think before they get straight into it, which they might do any second, is important to say that GEKKO's actually been practicing a little bit in 2014. dem0n's played a couple of games prior to this. Twister, who GEKKO beat, hadn't come prepared to the tournament. So I think GEKKO's got a chance when normally you'd say he hasn't against dem0n.
Definitely. Let's see if he can really push this momentum, because he had such a strong game against Twister. Here he goes, so has to try to defend here. And dem0n peeks in for some damage. And I like how dem0n's controlling some space here, but all of a sudden he does stop in the Mega. This is like the worst place to get caught. But the
GEKKO hit nothing though.
Yeah.
dem0n was so early for Mega. GEKKO should have really pushed it, maybe even some rockets or something. Sadly, he hit about 2% LG. dem0n though, weak once again. He's going to try and poke for some more damage. If GEKKO loses this fight, he is going to be really mad at himself.
No!
And that's really upsetting.
It really is. But GEKKO, he does spawn on the red here, and dem0n's quite low, especially after that box shot. So let's see if GEKKO is able to do something here. He's so cautious. He's just like, I don't know. And he's yeah, he doesn't know whether to go for the red or not. He's so
stuck. Is he going to have another swing at it? Because Mega's up now. There's so many choices of things to do on the map. Mega there as well, so he does go for it, looking for some shotgun damage, and actually gets out of the Mega health area without taking any further damage. He's sitting maybe 30-40 armor behind dem0n.
And dem0n, he's missing a lot here. This is really going to hurt. He does finally connect one there as GEKKO drops to the floor, but GEKKO, he's still in decent shape. And dem0n, though, this is the kind of shape now where he's going to be like, all right, let's do this. Let's fight. And he's just got to try and catch GEKKO. But he seems content. Oh, but there it goes. He's going to go for this thing.
Well, 14 health left for GEKKO, but he's just hit 2 rails, and suddenly dem0n's having second thoughts about moving into that room. But it's absolutely fine, because he's making sure he's controlling the map, not taking too many risks. And, well, there it is. The frag has just been given to him. dem0n, I think, is going to be looking really good now. GEKKO's going to have a hard time getting on the map for probably a minute or two, unless he deals some random damage that dem0n can't respond to.
Loving the rocket jump there from dem0n to try to really pressure GEKKO as he picks up the railgun, and we can see it results in the frag. And that's really the biggest problem for dem0n, is if GEKKO picks up that railgun and starts playing with that, that's the strongest option. But look at this little trap.
Oh, the rocket almost hitting mid-air, but GEKKO's going to be able to get away. dem0n can choose to cycle on the red first, because if he gets a kill here, GEKKO's almost certainly going to spawn at the red. I'm not sure this is a good idea for dem0n to pick a fight right now.
And the yellow does spawn as well. GEKKO, he's got a free yellow, but actually drops into some damage. And dem0n goes aggressive here. GEKKO gets a close-range rocket. And again, do you think dem0n really was misplaying it there?
Oh my god, 2 health left. Upsetting for GEKKO that he didn't get the kill. Another rail here would be absolutely fantastic. He could probably win over the Mega had he hit it. Oh, there it is. dem0n's going to be picking it up instead. Despite dem0n being in the lead, he's being a little bit sloppy with a couple of decisions, a little bit too hesitant. Maybe we're going to get that 4-0 now.
And we can see it. There's a good rail connected there as red is spawning. And here is GEKKO. He's got to really just stay out of dem0n's way. Even though dem0n's not so stacked, now he's looking quite formidable. And he's going to push his way into the second half of the map, the other half, and easy kill onto GEKKO. 4-0. GEKKO off the spawn, gets caught again. Really, GEKKO's struggling, it seems, at the moment. I mean, dem0n's, like you said, he's being a bit sloppy, but he's making the right plays overall, pressuring that railgun, and catches another kill over at the Mega, so things going well.
Yeah, it's going decently. I think now that we're 4 minutes in, GEKKO's, if he wants to, he can now play it slowly, maybe just hide around on the yellow side of the map, but look at that, he sticks his neck out a bit too far, and dem0n converts yet another frag to what is actually a difference that's escalating rapidly now.
Yeah, it's starting to get out of control as dem0n just looks for the exit. GEKKO finally goes through and just moves his way over towards that red, but he's got no health to really survive a fight. And dem0n's just locking down center map at the moment, and even poking in for any bit of extra damage to buy some time whilst the Mega spawns. Grabs it, connects a rail, and as long as he manages to catch the kill before the red gets stolen, he's fine, he's golden.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah, dem0n absolutely sorted right now. Let's see if he can get over to that yellow armor and punish it. Yeah, GEKKO trying to make it on that, and that is the perfect maneuver here from dem0n. Does miss the rail though before the 50 health bubble.
Oh, awkward.
dem0n, what are you doing? There we are.
Such an awkward fight.
Immensely.
And Mega, this could be an opportunity here for GEKKO. He's got a rocket launcher as well, but that's one good rocket. But the rails are too strong, too strong. Oh, the rails of dem0n there.
This is getting totally out of hand now for GEKKO. He missed his chance to really play it slowly. And if he was trying to play it slowly, he just had no luck, because dem0n wasn't really giving him too much respect after the 3rd, 4th minute mark. He knew that he had control and he could convert some kills. And especially with that momentum he's got, he's just carried out even further than GEKKO probably expected.
Certainly. So dem0n's just chilling right now, center map. He's quite content to just sit on positions, because so far that's more or less been the theme for dem0n. It's just he's had the better stack, he's had the positions, and he's hitting the shots, and there he does find GEKKO with some beautiful rails. And again, back to center map and a bit of poking over at yellow.
Oh, I'm really curious to know who picked this map actually out of the 2 of these players. I know that dem0n doesn't dislike this map, but I'm wondering if maybe GEKKO chose it.
I think GEKKO has often played this map. This seems to be a favorite of his, I have to say. We've seen him quite often on this one.
Oh, well, GEKKO, you were in the mega pit and you didn't pick it up. And see, that dem0n went over to the yellow armor. Luckily this time GEKKO's not choosing to attack it and get trapped on that area, and he actually manages to maneuver his way around. He can even get himself a red armor. Oh dear, the rail hits him just as he tried his rocket jump, and that is going to be another frag for dem0n. And really, if it wasn't game 2 minutes ago, it's definitely game now.
Yeah.
dem0n's going to have way too easy a time of moving back if for some reason he loses control, which I'm not even sure is going to happen.
He's certainly in that kind of mindset where it's like, I have won this game. I am the better player. I can kind of do anything I really want to do and it will work. So it's a bit of freedom. And you can see he's just running around with the rail out, just, rails here and there. -1 for GEKKO. And he's going to try his luck with the rail now. It does connect 1 and the 2nd as well. 3rd one in.
It was really promising at the start for GEKKO. He had the early game control, and when he caught dem0n in the mega pit when he was very early for it, that was his chance to get his kill on the board. As soon as that moment kind of went past and he realized that he failed a big opportunity, it's as if he lost a huge amount of confidence, because dem0n just seemed to have the game from there.
Certainly, and it is well and truly done right now.
Pummel or suicide, 2 choices you don't want to have.
So, talking of today's tournament, we have Evil in there, so in the mix, and I wonder what your thoughts are on Evil, because I made the point early in the stream that 2013 was really, it started out so well for Evil. Like the first 6 months, like even going into QuakeCon as well, so good with Evil. And then he kind of dropped off a little bit. I mean, what are your thoughts there on Evil? And
that's
what do you
because
think
Cypher?
2014. Because Cypher.
Yes. Well, I think it's fair to say 2012 was definitely Evil's year. The beginning of 2013 was probably Evil's moment as well, but I think Cypher certainly was controlling the whole scene towards the end of the year. And I'm curious to see who it's going to be this year. Is Evil going to be able to step it up? Because Cypher hasn't played since the 125 FPS finals. Maybe he can get a head start in the practice.
Yeah, it would be very key. That Evil, because the interesting thing as well is that Evil's he had this amazing style as well, but
1 minute warning.
It really, he couldn't really floor Evil massively. Like he was playing his style, and it wasn't like he was sacrificing too much. There wasn't like a huge gaping weakness or something in his play that could be exploited by the right player or something.
People eventually found one though. That's the thing. His style worked so well for so long, and then the players like Rafa, and Cypher, and various others started working out how to beat his style. I think it's really up.
Do you think he's done his last year's news?
Well, I think he's just got to be more innovative now and work out something else, because that's what other top pro players have done. And he's going to have to show how good and how serious of a player he is by working out something else that the other pros haven't seen yet.
should be quite interesting. Of course, you know, we've got a lot of new maps coming up as well, and such good reception generally on the newer maps. And that is something that's actually, that it was really, really hard to get a good reception on maps. But as I say that, 24 to -1 is the final score on the first map between dem0n and GEKKO. But
well, maybe not GG, but GEKKO, I'm hoping he can sort himself out for the next map, which I'm not sure what it is yet. But yeah, maps. I saw some people are really keen on getting some Delirium on the go. Which I kind of agree on. I was hoping to see it on the 125 FPS December League, and it's had a lot of investment, or time, and even money invested into people seeing the cup and seeing the map in its own cups. So I'd like to get some Delirium action, no matter where it's going to be, because I think that it does deserve a little bit more attention.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of
There's so many maps. The thing is, there are so many good duel maps. Like, it's pretty difficult to make a good map pool without leaving out other good maps.
Yeah, and that's what I'm happy about actually, though, because I like that there's loads of good maps, because eventually we'll be able to have like circuits with, you know, completely different map pools. Because usually we have like the mainstays, and I think there are some maps which, like Furious Heights to me is the most important mainstay because it's such a good map. And but I feel like if you have loads of really good maps, then it'd be really nice to have different circuits where, you know, you don't have, let's say, you know, Lost World and Furious Heights, or, you know, some of these more key maps in there, just because everyone can be satisfied with the quality of and diversity of the map pools that are currently available in that point, you know, part of that circuit. And, you know, maybe in the next one, in the next season or whatever, you get Furious Heights back. But I like that things can be like that because we have so many good maps, and hopefully we keep getting, you know, mappers and people, you know, really putting a lot of effort into the map area, because I think that's really important to keep the game fresh and stop it being stagnant.
I want Lost World V2.0. I think that would be a lot of fun. Because, I mean, Lost Worlds, if you learn how to play Lost World, you learn how to play Duel, basically. But we can talk about that later, because it looks as if dem0n and GEKKO are getting themselves ready on Lost World. GEKKO, you got to man up this time.
Yeah, map number 2, and no more like 20 difference, please. And let's see if
If that happens on Lost World, then GEKKO, something's very wrong with your play.
Oh dear, this is a lot of pressure coming in with the plasma from above. So this is kind of tough. He's gonna. Oh my goodness, he's kind of failing. Oh no, and a rocket received as well. He does manage to get the yellow on the exit, but he's pretty low. dem0n knows he can be kind of bullied around with that kind of a stack. So this is really, really bad news for GEKKO, but he might be able to do something here. What is he doing with his rocket?
I can't imagine what his plan was there. Maybe he had a cramp in his hand or something, because that rocket jump was literally going towards death. But you know what? He's won himself a mega health, and despite how unconventional that all seemed, he's got something out of the way from dem0n. He needs to calm down. I think he might be a little bit edgy. Because he's already won one game on stream against an opponent that he probably wasn't sure he was going to beat, and he beat him really convincingly. Now he's got a chance to surprise again. You know, maybe it's going to be a little bit of a choke. I don't want to be mean to you, GEKKO. We go back long times. I've casted your game since 2011, 12, but this is unlike him.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but he didn't concede a frag. That's actually amazing, considering what we saw. It's actually quite amazing. He didn't just lose
what the hell was that?
a frag, but he's managing to like pick up some items. You know, he is out of control. Oh no, that rocket pushed him forwards, and that's dem0n going to go for the fight. And GEKKO, he does get out of there.
He's handling the situation, but eventually goes down. Couldn't get through the corridor in time. The thing is, GEKKO is actually really good at Lost World. He's just the first minute and a half's been a total nightmare. He needs to slow it down. Not any silent strategies where he kind of just gets in dem0n's way. He needs to make himself invisible.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. dem0n is sat on a really big stack. And he's going to go for the pressure where he can. He's just little pokes by little pokes, you know, maintaining position. The standard plays coming out from dem0n. He's very, very solid fundamentally on this map. You don't really see dem0n making like big mistakes on the fundamentals, but it tends to be the kind of read game that he's not as strong at. And dem0n does push his way onto the yellow. GEKKO's some nice plasma in there.
What are you doing? No double backing here. That's a really bad idea. He could have gotten away and been absolutely fine if he'd just gone through the hallway. But he didn't fancy it. He wanted to show he had some balls, and he tried to do it again. But dem0n's balls are bigger.
They are. the size of planets. And dem0n, he's
You'll
got
enjoy listening back to this.
he's got the position here, and he's going to go for this red armor. There's not much that GEKKO can really do to exploit this, and he didn't even gain any position whilst dem0n dropped for the red armor, which is usually something you can do, but dem0n can hear him kind of just jumping around there by that kind of jump pad area, and GEKKO really wants to get a time on that Mega. I don't know if he's close enough to hear it, but no, he wasn't, and he's going to get taken out by dem0n, but that plasma is lethal.
That was really good. That was amazing plasma. dem0n is actually forced to get the hell out.
Oh!
Plasma comes again. 4 HP. Are you kidding me?
Did he melt?
A machine gun
melt
bullet
himself?
right now.
He melted himself on dem0n.
Well,
brilliant.
at least he was committed, you know.
Yeah.
We can't have a go at him for this. And he's actually more stacked. Something's worked out. He might be on the negatives at the moment, but he's currently, I dare say, controlling the game. Oh, there we go. A shotgun blast and a half. He can make a move for a kill right now. dem0n is so weak, and Red's up. Big opportunity lost there, and big opportunity gained for dem0n.
There goes dem0n. He should be nearby. There he is, a bit too slow, but dem0n's going to try it in with the rockets, and it barely escapes again after the plasma. GEKKO just needs plasma. Just pick up plasma, guys.
It seems to be working well for him, but if it carries on the way it is, then he's just going to see the frag difference is going to get too out of hand. Yeah, because you can't really afford to give more away on Lost World. This is really the limit, and it might have already been breached.
Yeah, indeed. Very similar to Blood Run in that sense. Very, very similar indeed. And dem0n, again, you know, just standard plays coming in from him, the standard steal. Rockets are so important on this map for buying yourself position.
And GEKKO's all out of them.
Yes, no rockets, and the other thing is that he can't fight well in the close ranges without those rockets in the corridors, and that's so important. And dem0n could, I don't know if he recognizes this, but it is the play, this is one of the maps which you can actually control a weapon on very well, and that is either the LG or the rocket launcher. And so dem0n really needs to make sure that that rocket launcher does not get in the hands of GEKKO at any point.
And he managed to pick up 5 ammo for it, but he's already pretty much all out. He goes for a little bit of damage in the center of the map, and gets a fantastic rocket at the end. And in fact, dem0n is out of rockets. Like both of them are.
Yeah,
but this is alright, because GEKKO might be able to get to the top before him.
The beginning of that fight was like 150 damage for free with the LG, so dem0n, you know, really struggling at the beginning, and now this is GEKKO's one big opportunity. But dem0n, it's not to say that dem0n is not stacked or something, because he's doing pretty well for the stack. But GEKKO, oh, this position's not good at all to fight in.
Yeah, that went a little bit wrong. A bit hairy with the lightning gun then. dem0n's going to get himself on red. His armor was more or less capped out for a moment. And GEKKO, oh, an awesome jump by dem0n. 5 to -1. He just doesn't want to drop a map to GEKKO. I don't think he wants to give him a chance. He doesn't expect himself to lose to GEKKO, and his confidence is working excellently. And I do think GEKKO at the beginning, he's barely recovered from what happened at the beginning of the map. I think this is the start of maybe the Fail movie of 2014.
Oh dear,
that rocket jump,
GEKKO.
I will never forget.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually burned into my memory. It's like never going anywhere again.
It actually went the opposite way to the red armor.
Yeah.
It was hugely impressive, I guess.
Oh dear, that was really terrible. If I have nightmares about Quake, it'll be me doing that rocket jump.
I can maybe understand if you're playing a bit of defrag for the first time. If you've seen like a pro doing some defrag and you want to try it yourself and things go slightly wrong. But not when you're a regular dueler. You've been around for a while. You've got no excuse for doing things like that.
I think you said it the best in the moment. Like, did he have a cramp or something? That would kind of maybe explain it. I've never had a hand cramp myself.
I don't know if I want to ask him.
Yeah.
He might not want to remember, and I think he's going to be forced to remember.
Someone's, you know, we've made such a big deal about this, but someone's already making the GIF.
Yeah,
so, so you'll never forget.
Well, maybe it's going to be a motivator for GEKKO to switch things up. I mean, if anything, this is just good experience. GEKKO's been on stream before. It might have been a little bit of time now, but a wake-up call.
Yeah, and dem0n is one of the opponents, especially today, you need to beat if you want to make top 4 anyway.
Yeah.
So
when you're beating dem0n, then you know you're heading the right way for almost stardom, to be honest. And dem0n had an awesome start to 2013.
oh my god, yeah.
And maybe he's gonna have another awesome start to this year. Let's just hope it's not purely the start.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of was like that a bit with dem0n, because he did start out so strong. But then again, I mean, the scene did get more and more competitive towards the end of the year as well. Like leading
That's
into
true.
DreamHack Winter, the level of competitiveness was really at an all-time high. So
Yeah, it really was. I hope we're going to be seeing some more of that. We're going to have the Swedish Championships occurring this month as well, so hopefully we're going to see a lot of Swedish players turning the heat up well, towards the later stages just this month.
I'm sad there's no footy.
I know. That would have been cool, but you know what? If there's going to be more of these Swedish Championships, then maybe some of the more old school Swedes. Not that some old schoolers have been signing up already, but maybe more of them will sign up in the future.
Did Fox decide to play in the end?
Apparently, he's signed up. He's in the brackets.
Awesome.
And Zammers.
Love some Fox action. And I mean, Fox is amazing. He's so good. I mean, of course, he's quite busy these days. He's got
hugely busy.
Can't
imagine anyone busier.
He's a parent these days. My God.
Yeah.
He is a parent and studying.
And working. He's doing the whole lot, man. Oh, GEKKO. He wanted to. At least this time the rocket jump went in the right direction. I mean, we're seeing some improvements here now. It's just that there was a big guy in front of him that was kind of blocking his way.
Indeed. dem0n is just a nasty man.
Yeah.
Nasty man.
I'm going to check who will play next.
More Dratoni action.
More Tony?
Detroni.
Detroni, yes.
Yeah.
I want.
And Phantom.
No, that would be cool, man, if we can get the South African players who do what FaCEIT does and just come into Europe for a couple of months here. Yeah, get a girlfriend in Europe, and it's a good excuse to play some Quake here for a while. But GG anyway, dem0n having a very convincing victory, it seems. I hyped GEKKO a little bit at the beginning, but it didn't come true.
It didn't come through, no.
It's a sad day. I mean, he had a good moment. He eliminated Twister pretty damn convincingly, but dem0n
was good, yeah.
Next level.
Twister was kind of weird when in that game though. It looked very, very impatient. I think that's the word for me.
Yeah, he did. I was glaring in the corner of my eye, and he was making some very unusual moves. Maybe he partied a bit hard on New Year's because he seems to have forgotten some of the stuff he does.
Like a week later, it's like that's how hard he partied.
Yeah, man, you don't want to go out with Twister unless you've really got the stamina.
Yeah. All right. And on that note, guys, we'll go to a quick break, and we'll be back with more action here for the first Sunday Cup of the winter season. So stay with us. Tell your friends. We'll be right back.